it's Dr. Ben with ViveWell Health. One of the things that people ask me about is what I do to maintain balance. And, how do you keep it all together if you've got a family, a job, life, exercise, hobbies, all this stuff? And I like to bring up a parable that I heard. And it was somebody who had, this big bucket, and there were rocks, big rocks and medium rocks and small rocks and sand, and then a bunch of water that they were supposed to fit in the bucket. And the key was to put the big things in first, like exercise, family, eating well, having a spiritual discipline. There's the things that are really important in your life. And then the medium rocks, making sure you're getting enough sunshine, doing your hobbies, breath work, grounding, and then there's the smaller things that are nice to have but aren't as important. And then finally you can sprinkle in the sand, and then you can pour in the water, the stuff that is pretty cool and not necessary, but ultimately you can't fill your life with everything, right? You have to say no, and you have to make choices. And so for me, I've chosen to go to bed early and wake up early to get my exercise done. And I do it a couple times a week and just make sure that I'm doing that. And I make sure that I go home and I tuck my kids in and I read them stories, and I make sure that I love my wife, and I see my parents, and I try to connect with friends. So, each of us, our lives look different, and I struggle myself with being a super nerd and owning a company and having a life. But I'm sure your struggles are equally important, and happy to talk about how to make those balances and find creative ways to feel like you can get more done. So that's what I struggle with, and just trying to be transparent to let you know that I'm not perfect. I'm somebody who is trying to be better, and I feel like we are just people helping people here.